Have you ever reached for a bag, discovered it was empty, and thought, wait, when did I eat all of that? You are not alone. Mindless eating can happen when we are distracted, stressed, tired, bored, or simply following a familiar routine. Today, I'm sharing 6 ways to become more aware of when, why, and how you eat without guilt, judgment, or rigid rules. Hi, friends. Gail from the Zen Garden by XBZ here, sharing simple ways to bring more calm and balance into everyday life. Mindful eating is not about eating perfectly or restricting yourself. It is about slowing down long enough to hear what your body may be telling you. One of the most common forms of mindless eating is grazing, picking at food throughout the day without consciously deciding to have a meal or snack. Maybe you grab something every time you walk through the kitchen. Maybe you snack while scrolling on your phone or watching television. Before you know it, the food is gone, but you barely remember eating it. This is not necessarily a lack of willpower. Often it is simply a lack of awareness in that moment. When our intention is somewhere else, it can be harder to notice the experience of eating or recognize when we are comfortably satisfied. The goal is not to judge yourself. The goal is to become curious. Before eating, try taking one slow breath and asking yourself, am I physically hungry? Or am I looking for comfort, stimulation, a break, or something to do? There is no wrong answer. That brief pause simply gives you an opportunity to make an intentional choice. Here are 6 shifts that can help. Create a place for eating. Whenever possible, sit down and give your food your attention. Try to avoid eating while standing at the counter, driving, working, or walking through the house. Even if you only have 10 minutes, allow those 10 minutes to become a simple act of self-care. Notice the colors, aroma, texture, and taste of your food. Put your utensils down occasionally and take a breath. When you become more present, you give yourself a better opportunity to notice satisfaction. Check in before you reach for food. When the urge to snack appears, pause for a moment. You might ask, what am I feeling right now? When did I last eat? Does my body feel hungry? What do I need in this moment? Sometimes the answer will be food, and you can enjoy it intentionally. And other times, you may discover that you need rest, connection, movement, comfort, or a change of scenery. Awareness gives you choices. Nourish yourself consistently. Skipping meals may leave some people feeling overly hungry later, making calm and intentional choices more difficult. Your needs are personal, but a consistent eating rhythm may help you feel more grounded throughout the day. This is not about following a perfect schedule. It is about caring for yourself before you become depleted. Give your evenings a purpose. Nighttime grazing is not always caused by hunger. It may be connected to boredom, stress, fatigue, loneliness, or a habit your mind has learned to expect. Instead of trying to fight the habit, create an enjoyable alternative. You might journal, work a puzzle, Call a friend. Take a gentle walk. Read, stretch, listen to music, or begin a creative project. Choose something that engages your hands, settles your mind, or adds meaning to your evening. Create a gentle kitchen is closed ritual. A simple evening ritual can signal that eating for the day is complete, unless you become genuinely hungry later. You might clean the kitchen, dim the lights, brush your teeth, or prepare a warm cup of caffeine-free tea. The purpose is to not create a rigid rule. It is to replace an unconscious routine with a peaceful, intentional one. And remember, if you are physically hungry, it is okay to honor that hunger. Build fulfillment beyond the plate. Sometimes we reach for food because we are trying to change how we feel. Food can offer pleasure and comfort, and there's no shame in that, but it does not have to be our only source of comfort. Meaningful work, joyful movement, creativity, healthy relationships, rest, and spiritual practices can all help us build a more fulfilling life. The more connected we become to what truly nourishes us, the easier it may be to respond to our needs with intention. Let's take a mindful pause. Let's practice that together right now. Place your feet on the floor if that feels comfortable. Take a slow breath in. And gently let it go. Ask yourself, what do I need more of today? Do you need nourishment, rest, encouragement, movement, connection, peace? You do not have to solve everything at once. Simply noticing is a powerful beginning. If this reflection is helpful, subscribe and turn on notifications so you do not miss our next video on living a calmer, healthier, and more intentional life. And tell me in the comments, what is one non-food activity that helped you step out of the boredom snacking cycle? Your idea may be exactly what someone else needs to hear today. If you are creating more mindful daily rituals, the XBZ Grateful Journal offers a peaceful place to explore your habits without judgment. Before or after a meal, you might write down how you feel, what you appreciate, and what you truly need in that moment. You can also place a Zen Vibes crystal intention bundle near your journaling space as a symbolic reminder of your intention to choose calm, presence, and emotional balance. These tools do not make the choice for you. They help you create a meaningful pause so you can reconnect with yourself and choose your next step intentionally. Grab your grateful journal and reflect on this question. When do I find myself reaching for food because I am distracted, stressed, or bored? And what caring non-food activity could support me in that moment? Write honestly and without judgment. Awareness is not a reason to criticize yourself. It is an invitation to understand yourself more deeply. Every time you pause and listen to yourself, you send a powerful message. My well-being deserves my attention. Small, conscious choices become habits. Habits shape our lives. And when we cultivate greater peace within, we become more capable of creating meaningful change around us. If this resonated with you, give this video a like, subscribe so you do not miss the next one, and share it with someone who would enjoy more peace and calm in everyday life. Until next time, take a deep breath, choose calm, and enjoy your life journey with purpose.